What's up, guys? We are back with the forest. So this update came out a couple of days ago. I've played around with it just a little bit, but I don't really know everything that's working. I know they fixed saving a little bit more. I can start this loading process because it takes a little while. They added sharks. They added a raft type thing. The sharks can't be killed, it seems like, from what I saw, the little bit that I played. The boat kind of can be controlled in a weird way. You kind of like walk into it, and that's the direction that it goes. So once you start going in a direction, it's really hard to turn it. And if you ever stop moving, you just kind of fall off of your boat. So that's still kind of in an early state. There's not really much to do with the boat other than go out and get killed by sharks. So I probably won't do that till towards the end because I usually die there. And if you get killed by a shark, you don't get drugged back into a cave, obviously. Which was good by them to actually implement just straight death by shark. It seems like they may have incorporated some more bugs into the game. I've noticed that sometimes enemies one-shot me now, where they didn't really do that before. So hopefully that doesn't happen. You also get thrown into any cave, not just the beginning, the first cave there. So. Sometimes when you get thrown into some caves, it's almost impossible to get out of the cave once you get in there because there's nothing to really resupply yourself, and you'll get spawned in with like a bunch of enemies around you and stuff like that. But it's still an interesting, it's still good, I think. It's just in certain playthroughs you're not going to have that second life because most likely you're going to die. I have survived a couple of times just by running past them, but it's pretty difficult when you only have like literally 1 bar of health. I mean, it's pretty tough to survive. Alright, so let's loot up this plane again. Saving is a thing now, which is nice. It's a little buggy. A lot of your like items that you have won't save, but your base will, which is pretty much the most important part. You can get back the resources in not too long of a time. It's really the base that you're trying to do. Alright, so let's see if I can recognize the area that I spawned in. I've played like enough where I sometimes recognize where I'm at. I think, if you guys watched my last playthrough, I think I made like a temporary shelter here. My normal shelter was that way, and I believe the beach and like the beach with the boat in the front of it would be this way. I believe that's where I am, but I'm not 100% sure. So I need to find some of these suitcases that are around. We got some berries. I don't really need them right now, but I'll keep in mind that there's berries next to this plane in case there's 2 plants actually, in case I need to come back. Or if I build my base close to this area. I still don't know good base building spots. I usually just try to find some flat land. Some more berries down there. It's good. Those are all edible. I should remember to not sprint when you're around your plane because it seems like there's welcoming guests as soon as you land. They're kind of like around. I don't know if those mushrooms can actually be eaten. From what I understand, it seems like the only thing you can eat is blueberries, the rest hurts you. But it doesn't really damage you unless you eat a lot of it. So I'm just going to try to open up some of these suitcases. If I can get lucky and find a flashlight, that would be awesome, but it's not too big of a deal. I won't go into a cave without a flashlight. Or, I would hope to have one when I get captured, though, because that makes it getting out of a cave a lot easier. I still don't know the cave layouts. I haven't really explored them all because they truthfully kind of freak me out. So I try to stay out of those as most as I can. If I do find a flashlight, I might go back in one if I like find one on the surface, or if I get thrown in one, I might explore a little bit. I'm not sure if you can kill the tentacle guys yet. I don't know if you could kill them before, but I wasn't able to at this point. Alright, there is a flashlight, so I got one of those. That's good. That'll help me out quite a bit. Alright, I'm full on sticks, so pretty much I just need to find a place to settle down. There's one of their bases, and they're all out there. I don't know if you guys can see it, but way out in the distance, they're kind of huddled around that shack right next to that really green tree. I can see at least 2 of them standing there. So I'm not going to go over there. I'll just stay crouched for the moment so that they don't spot me. Because if I can get lucky and actually get my shelter built before they come, I should be safe for the most part when they come. The only dangerous part will be when I'm out foraging for supplies and they come. I also would love to get some armor, because I don't think they can one-shot you through armor. I think that's working properly, but there's a lizard actually right there. But they can one-shot you through their health if they bug out, but I'm not 100% sure that I'm correct on that. Like, they might still be able to one-shot you through armor, I don't know. But I have definitely been one-shot a couple of times when I don't have armor on. So if I can armor up, that would be great. That way I can actually survive a couple hits if I get caught out in a bad spot. Was that a lizard under me? No, it's just metal. Alright, well, I'm not going to spend too much time looking for lizards. Hopefully I can find them as I'm looking for a home. If I go out this way, I'll run into the edge of the map where they haven't finished the build yet. Out in that like mountainous area and like across that island. They haven't finished that in this build, so you can't really go out there. So I'll probably go the opposite direction. Just eat some berries to regen my stamina really quickly. This isn't actually too bad of a spot if there's fish in here. I'm also going to go over and see if there's a spear. Sometimes there's a spear around these ponds. It looks like this isn't one of them. There's a... Oh no, there is one right there. If I can get it. There we go, got it. Alright, so that's going to help out getting me fish. Now I kind of want to... I've been wanting to try to build a base on the beach. The one with the boat out in front of it and stuff. I wanted to do that just because it's easy to get fish, and it's a very nice flat area there around. That screeching sound that you just heard, that's one of them. They kind of call to each other in the forest. I don't know where it came from though, but they're out here somewhere, pretty close to me. I think that was a female one. The male one sounds like, I don't know, a little harsher, I guess. Can you not open these with this anymore? Nope, you still can. Alright, I just want to grab these, throw this tennis ball out of here. Alright, I'm going to continue going towards that beach. It's going to be a fair walk. It'll be probably starting to get close to night when I finish. I'm going to get up on top of this hill so I can take a better look around. See if I can spot these guys so I can avoid them. I think they moved or changed up some of the flare gun, rather, spawns. There used to be one that spawned at the front of the ship that I'm talking about at that beach, but I don't think it's there anymore. Used to be underwater. There's probably still one at the cockpit. I haven't found the cockpit since the update. Alright, so they're still out there, and they're eating each other right now. I might be able to sneak up and get a closer look, but I love the AI. I love how they interact with each other. They interact with the environment. You know, they'll climb trees, stuff like that. If they start chasing me, I'll have to just run. I'm going to see if I can get close enough to see them eating each other. They're right over here. You can see that one squatted down, the white one there. He's eating a friend that's on the ground right now. I've seen them do that before. It's really cool. Those white ones are the people that I've been one-shot by before, and the ones with like a bunch of arms on them. So I'm wondering if the different types have different damages associated to them. I'm not 100% sure if it's just a bug or if it's intended at this point. I remember last time I was unsure if they were scared. There's another one out there. I was unsure if they were scared of fire. They are scared of fire, but you pretty much have to surround yourself in it or put it by your entrance to your house, and they will back off away from it. And also, you know, if they go too far or if they get stuck, they kind of tend to burn themselves. Leads into another bug that I found where if they burn themselves and you don't touch them at all, you still get blood on you. Because it acts like you were slaughtering them with your axe when you just burnt them and they killed themselves, basically. Not too big of a deal, especially if you're near water, but it's a little annoying. Alright, so this guy's actually by himself. I haven't seen one just walking by himself before. It's kind of weird. I've seen one standing in the woods by himself and then call to his friends and then they like run over. So I have to be a little careful of that, but I'm just going to kind of follow this guy. He's way out in the distance. I know it's probably harder for you guys to see. I actually should, after this break, I'm going to take a look at what I can do for the quality. I was going to do that before and I forgot. So after the first break in about, I don't know, 10 minutes or so, I will take a look at the quality, see if I can make it so it's less pixelated for people to be watching. I can capture pretty high quality. It's just I want to make it so that people can buffer it pretty easily, or else the files are going to be huge. But I can do something for it, I'm sure. I'll increase it slightly, see how it works. Just do small changes and see how it all works out. Alright, so I think I'm headed towards the beach, but I'm actually not sure right now. I lost sight of that guy. He's up there somewhere, but I'm just going to continue this way. I could actually build here unless there's houses from them, because it's a very flat area of land, and usually the flat areas have their houses in it. I don't see any fish in here, but it will help me wash off blood. I mean, this is a pretty flat area. There's not too many trees around that I can chop down, but like right in here seems like it's going to be pretty good to build in. So I might do that. Let's see, where am I? I have no idea, but it seems like a pretty decent area to build. So we're gonna do that. They have fixed the spawns so that they actually they don't bug out anymore. At least I haven't had it happen to me. It's gonna be a fair walk to actually bring wood to this area, but I guess that's okay. So let's start off with a shelter. A lot of the times I make like a ring of standing fires around me, and it kind of keeps you safe if they come before you get your shelter done. I think I'm just going to try to rush my shelter though, this time. Just because it takes a little bit of time to do that. Let's see, where do I want to put my, I think like right in here. I want to have enough room so that I can put walls behind, but that seems pretty good. Okay. So let's start chopping down some trees. Actually, I could use up my sticks so that I can grab that last one that I need. Is that going to be a stick? No, it's just leaves. See, the problem with this is all these trees are going to roll down this hill and I'm going to have to walk them back up. It's the only problem with this area, but it's really flat land. Like, a lot of it has hills. That seems to bug out the walls a little bit. Like, they try to stick to each other pretty much even with like the first wall, so if you build on a slope, they're going to be just like hanging there. Which isn't very good. I mean, it still might serve its purpose, but it doesn't look good, so... Alright, there's a stick over here. I'm going to grab it for my other shelter. I'll just start chopping down. Usually I chop down 2 trees and then I collect it all. Because while this one's falling, you can usually get the next one chopped down. But I was a little slow. It's fine. Alright, so let's see. See, they all roll down this hill, which is okay. I mean, it's just a little bit more time for me to run them back up. They changed the stamina meter as well. It depletes slower, but it also fills back up slower. I like it better this way. I'm gonna drink a Coke, get my stamina back. Alright. Alright, it's raining. I don't have a fire yet. Hopefully it won't be a problem. I don't think the cold actually does anything to you. It just gives you that like white ring around your screen. So I'll finish up my shelter, and then I will place all my walls down, and if it gets to be night I'll sleep, but... I don't really want to do any like reloading unless, I don't know, if the game bugs out or something I will. But I mean like reloading if I die. Like if I die I'd rather just start fresh. That's how I feel like these games should be played. I don't like, you know, save scumming for these type of games. It kind of kills the experience for me. I kind of wish you could set it at first to not be able to do that, but the game does bug out enough where it's like, I don't know, kind of worth it. Like being one shot is a little annoying. But I would still probably restart even from that. Alright, so that's my shelter. Let's place down the walls that I'm going to be using. They did add what do you call it? Roofing, like roofs that you can use with basic walls basically. I think I am going to use basic walls just because it's a little bit quicker, and I think they serve the same purpose, so let's see, I'm going to put one a little bit more to the side, like over here. That way I can do 2, and it'll be a good enough width to give me some space. Alright, so we got those 2. I'll try to put a roof on it, but yeah, I'm not sure that it'll actually work properly. I'm not sure, like, do I have to do it maybe first? Let's see if I do it first. I tried this last night. I was playing around a little bit, and it didn't really work out for me. So I have that part of the roof on. Now is this gonna... That's weird. There we go. Alright, so that's gonna work pretty good. Let's see if this side works. Yep. Alright, so I think I'm gonna make it pretty much as small as possible. So like right here I'll start putting in a door. Let's put this side in first. And then you can have a basic wall. Let's see, well, can I put it to the side here? If I jump up here, will it help? It's hard to make it stick the way you want it to. I guess I'll put this wall on first. This is basically what I did with my last shelter. Is I had it set up like this, and I couldn't actually put the roof on there. I can actually put that on now. And I could put a wall with a door, that's fine. Right here, will that work? I'm not sure if it'll stick the way I want it to here. I mean, I could just place it in. That would still probably work the way I want it to. And then let's see if I can get my last piece of roof on. I want to be able to jump up here. Might make it easier. It's actually not a bad idea to leave one spot, like one spot outside of your roof empty where your shelter is, because you can actually jump on top of the roof, and then you could possibly make a second story. You can't build on that second story though, so you can't like keep going up, I don't think. I would have preferred to have the roof working where my door is, so that I could put a fire in there and not have to worry about it going out. I'm not sure if that's actually implemented though. Alright, so it doesn't look like this is going to work, this last piece. But that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so there's my house. I need 55 logs to build it. That's pretty high. We'll just get started. Let's see. I do want to try to change that quality up, so I'll probably take a break in a couple of minutes here and just tweak that up a little bit and then continue on with another part. So yeah, these logs roll pretty far. I have to collect them quickly so that they don't roll all the way down the hill. Alright, there's one more somewhere out here, but I don't know where it is. I might find them eventually. The good thing about chopping down trees on a hill is they'll all roll generally to the same area. So if you miss some, at some point when you're exploring, you might find all of them, and it's a nice little find. Alright, so I'm going to... I'll finish like my first piece of the wall, and then I will take a break, take a look at the quality, see what I can do about it, and then get back into it. You have to be careful when trees explode. Sometimes they will explode on you and like launch you into the air. Happens more with the corpses of the cannibals, but I'm careful with pretty much everything that explodes like that. Alright, so let's just collect these logs, and I'm going to take a quick break and see if I can change anything to help make this game a little less pixelated. Alright, so I'm going to sleep really quickly, just in case it locks up when I'm alt-tabbed. That makes it night, so I might want to sleep again until it's day. Alright, so no, it's still kind of night, but it's light enough where I can work, so that's fine. So yeah, I will jump back into part number 2 tomorrow for you guys. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it thus far. We're gonna finish up this log cabin, probably place some traps around, and then this time I'm very determined to try to get one of these creatures caught in these traps. I've been doing it off of like YouTube, off of stream, whatever, but I haven't done it on stream yet, and I want to be able to try out the traps, all three of them. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.